What about you guys?
I have a belly full and a drink, so I'm good.
Good to go.
All right. Well, I say we get going. It's almost 8 o'clock. I want to get some D&D.
I mean, I'm quite a member.
Okay. Are we recording?
I clicked the record button, yes.
Okay.
Are we good on
Well,
Twitch?
I don't know. Are we?
No, I can't check. I'm, I'm streaming, I'm not watching.
Which?
I thought that's what you were checking.
I see.
No, I ask you if we're ready to go, and usually you just tell me yes.
Well,
But I can check.
I
I
got your Twitch open. Yes.
Oh,
Oh, can you hear us?
Oh, I usually have it muted. I got your Twitch open. Yeah,
Yes,
I
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Yeah,
Oh, I usually have it muted. I got your Twitch open.
sounds good
hey,
to me.
mute it again, please.
Yeah, your microphone sounds like it's getting like run over by a submarine. I don't know what that was.
That's a new sentence.
Get me some caffeine. Oh, that's out. Just caffeine. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me again.
Gesundheit.
Hey, well, welcome back, all. Oh, I can talk about it after my intro. Welcome back, all. I know we missed last week. That was my fault. I had a very, very rough week at work. And it honestly wasn't much better this week, but I couldn't skip 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'd be mad because we're missing next 3 because of me.
Yeah. So here I am. Here we all are. And again, I apologize to any of our loyal listeners. Any who watch Bork's stream and were expecting us last week, again, my bad. So, we left off, and I still have not made a map because I'm a lazy bastard. We left off with Kromtek and Ben Sorcio creating a massive blood explosion in the middle of the tent city. Now, for any of those of you who are frequent listeners, you heard the argument that ensued due to my bad wording and, players trying to play.
It's called ignorance.
That's eat me. Anyway, I have changed the wording in Ben's skill so it is more applicable to what I actually wanted it to be. I have also discussed this with Ben and he agreed. I have also, due to frequent arguments between me and Bork, created an elemental chart. For those of you on Twitch, if Bork goes over to the Google Docs, he will see a table named charts, and he can pull that up. It's under elemental magic. It is very basic, but I wanted it that way because I do not want to limit Kromtek in his abilities to cast magic, but these are things that I see as basically given features of elemental magic that I would normally do without writing in his skills, so I decided to write them down.
Okay, whoa, you just threw. Okay, we'll go large webcam. Or we'll go. Okay, where is this?
In the Google Docs under charts,
Google Doc
elemental
or
magic
Google Sheet?
uh, sheets,
Oh, okay. Oh,
whatever,
charts.
whatever we normally use. The soul magic on that is for Drusilla, but yeah, I made an elemental magic chart as well.
Okay,
And like I said, very basic.
All elemental magic does 1d6 to start. Use your cast modifier for hit only. Fire magic's most offensive magic type. Missile benefits. Fire magic can be used to light things caught on fire, causing damage over time. Fire magic is also versatile, misspelled versatile, and easy manipulated / altered. Drawbacks: fire magic causes heat to radiate 10 feet from the target. That's a good point to note. Once something is naturally on fire, those flames can no longer be controlled. Natural fire versus controlled fire. Okay, earth is both offensive and support magic. You misspelled magic. Benefit, misspelled. Earth magic
Oh, I did.
can
How the
be
hell did I misspell
used
magic?
as a projectile, dealing base damage, or coat a weapon, adding 1d4 blunt damage. Earth magic can also coat bodies, misspelled bodies, or armor, adding 1 AC. Drawbacks: Earth magic can coating a weapon, item, or person, causing a slowing effect. If on weapon or item causes -1 to all hit die rolls. If on weapon or item, it causes -1 for the user of the item slash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If on a person, causes -10 to movement. To affect other people's equipment or items, the caster must roll 17 or higher. Water magic is next, mainly support, and will only cause damage if hardened in some way. Misspelled benefits: water magic has natural healing potential for any sapient creature not adverse to water. The healing effect can be activated by the caster's choosing, and it is not automatic. Drawbacks: water can be used to suffocate a creature that breathes. You need an E, but takes 1 full turn before doing damage. Air magic is very versatile, misspelled versatile, but misspelled benefit. Air magic is the most versatile misspelled, being both support and attack. Need a D on the end. Drawbacks: being so versatile misspelled, this branch of magic will require discussion between player and DM to finalize abilities.
You really had to comment on all of my grammatical errors during that little spiel.
I was just reading what I was thinking out loud. Literally, this is why I argue with you and complain to you, is that's how I read it. Every time I see that, my brain comments misspell or missing grammar, which is why I got caught up on the if on weapon or item. It's supposed to be a comma. It causes.
One of your inner monologues is a spell checker.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently so.
That's why I can't. That's why it's horrible for me to try to write anything.
One of the voices in his head is Clippy.
Yep. Okay.
Man, I remember Clippy. Okay,
Looks like
so
you're trying to play D&D. Would you like some help?
that's the basics of the changes I made. Again, nothing too serious. Just a few minor things to help keep everything baseline. Keep myself in check as well, because I do fly by the seat of my pants a lot, and as pointed out in several occasions, change things. So now it's written down. It's there. There is no changing it. Okay.
Question.
So, yeah, what's up?
What'd you change on Ben's spell?
I changed the wording. It's no longer a dimensional anchor.
Yeah, but what is it? Am I allowed to know, or is that only for him alone?
Yeah, it's on his damn skill sheet. It's up to him. That changed the wording to cover target in blood and covered. Once covered and on the ground, the orb cannot be moved until spell is done. So basically, if you cast it on something that's falling, the orb will fall until it hits the ground. But once on the ground, it cannot be moved.
Oh, I have a quick clarification question.
Mm-hmm.
Is cliff ground?
Like on the side?
Yeah.
No, bottom
Okay.
only.
So you're basically saying it's affected by gravity yet,
Yeah.
but it cannot be. Someone can't go up and move it.
Well, affected by gravity to a point. If you put it on a slanted hill, it's not going to roll down the hill.
Good to know. Also questionable, but
Yeah, well, my brain. Anyway, so to get to the role play, we left off, like I said, Ben and Kromtek caused giant flaming blood explosion center of camp, which left Drusilla standing by the portal alone because the guard on duty smiled, pulled his sword, and fucking vanished as soon as the excitement happened. Especially
A blood explosion could have been anybody.
Especially since, Drusilla was drilling him with questions that he didn't want to answer. And that's where we left off. So at this point in time, Kromtek and Ben, you are surrounded by a bunch of people, all in armor, all decked out. You can make perception checks if you want. If you're looking for something specific, let me know. Otherwise, a general perception check might gain you some information. It might not.
Okay. So, shit exploded. Or I exploded.
Essentially, yeah.
Before... Can I analyze the situation before the guard's there, or do they all just teleport there?
Well, most of them basically teleport. It's not actual teleportation, but they're so fast you...
No, like,
It
do I
seems
have a
like it.
second to look around?
Not particularly, no. They're pretty much on you instantly.
Sure, I'll roll a perception to start then.
Okay.
A 19.
Nice roll. Ben, are you gonna do a perception, or are you just gonna stand there?
I'm in shock,
Okay.
so I'm just gonna, yeah.
Not a problem. Makes sense. Fits your character. So Kromtek, you look around. You get a feeling that although some of these you could probably take, like just from a general sense, they don't look all that strong. There are like 2 or 3 amongst the group who are particularly strong and would most likely slaughter you if you tried. They all have the guild crests on their armor. I did not make one. Don't ask me if there is one or what to describe it, because I don't know. But they all have one.
If you make one, I'll 3D print it.
This is a very, very non-important guild. It's only important to this particular part.
Oh, did you finish the 3D print of Gilded Brockhart, by the way?
Yeah, you know that internet thing I was talking about? Yeah, that got sidetracked, and my server... It's working. It's in the works. I just had to, like,
Okay.
wrap up a couple other projects before I can go back to that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
The guild
great.
quest is sort of like 2 hands just pulling open a cave.
Hmm?
Nice rounded boulders in the front.
You know, that's not a bad idea, but I'm not committed to this guild actually being important.
Good. Follow that instinct. Do not commit to that. Oh my god.
Reminds you
I
of
thought it was
community.
neat.
The school flagging community.
Anyway, so like I said, you notice there's a couple of them that, you know, give off an aura and a sense that if you fuck around, you won't be happy. You do see that, like, everybody is kind of watching you, but at the same point, you have a feeling you could make a run for it if you wanted. Like, they're not really tightly packed around you. If you really wanted to bolt, you could. It's just, do you want to? That's about what you get from your perception. As you're kind of wrapping up your thoughts, I'll allow you to make an action, but at the same point as you're looking around and figuring all this out, the guard for the teleport is also starting to walk towards you two from outside the ring of guards.
For what it's worth, before anything happens, I'm heading over to gawk at all the hubbub.
Well, you can run as fast as you want. I can't guarantee what time you'll get there.
Just want to throw that out there.
Mm-hmm. So, anybody want to make an action, Ben, Kromtek, or are we
Yes.
gonna wait to see what the guy says?
No, I'm doing something.
Okay.
All right. So like, I sit down. Okay, that's the guards. But what about like review? Like there are 2 tents next to me that are on fire right now.
No, really, the fire was kind of squished by the blood exploding as well. So, like, a couple people got burned, but there's nothing on fire because you were covered in blood and it all exploded all over the place.
Oh, I thought there was stuff on fire.
I may have said that, but if I did, I'm changing my mind. No fire.
The fire got put out by a tsunami of blood.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So things are better?
Ish.
All right, hang on. Okay. Well, then that was gonna my action that I originally was gonna do was gonna involve that, but if that's not a thing anymore, I kind of like I kind of like just start dusting my stuff off. I'm like, wow, You guys got here quick. Thanks for coming. Do you guys teach how to teleport places? As I'm like brushing off and standing up.
The one who's approaching you, he speaks up, and you recognize him. He's been at the teleportation since you showed up, and he was there when you went in the morning. He goes, "It's not teleportation, man. We're just really fast."
Nah, I don't believe you. These guys got here so fast, like, without being burned. Like, I mean, if you look around, this whole place got burned. Like, you had to have teleported here, and I just want to learn. You know, I like learning new things. As I'm still dusting my stuff off.
Yeah. He kind of chuckles, and he goes, "At least you're interesting. Why the fuck do you blow this place up?"
Don't suppose they'd believe you were trying to hold in a sneeze.
I mean, I'm willing to try it. Shit, now that's the only thing I can think about.
Oh, well, you think I actually have to pee, so I shall be right back.
Doesn't sound like a bad excuse.
We're absolutely telling him about Goatsy after the game, right?
Wait, what?
Oh, okay, never mind. We had different ideas for that guild symbol.
No, I was picturing two hands spreading open butt cheeks.
Ow.
Oh, Goatsy's a little deeper.
Okay.
That's the same idea.
Okay. Do you know what I was talking about for the community flag?
No.
Um,
Interesting that we both had, like, almost identical ideas.
basically, they had a vote for a new school flag, and the one group took the Latin symbol for like an asshole, and that was the flag. Like, Google it.
There's a symbol for it? You mean like
Like the
Okay.
words on it or whatever in Latin or whatever, and it's like it talks about the butthole. It's like anal something. Like, just look up community
Well,
school
she's down
flag.
here.
It's
She's
nothing
not
bad.
down here unless
but,
Grandma's down here.
Yeah,
I'm
just Google community anal. It'll be fine.
Nope.
Latin butthole symbol? Oh,
What the fuck did I walk into?
that's a butthole.
The community
E
symbol,
plus-
the community school flag.
Is the Latin butthole symbol?
Have you not seen the community?
Nope.
Shit.
So, did you figure out what you want to say?
Anus is the, sorry. We were talking about buttholes. I just go to the guy. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. You know, just trying to heal, and then didn't think I should be here. Thought, you know, my bubble could be rolled, and then I think he broke his shoulder, but apparently it can't be, and it popped in the inconvenient spot.
He goes, actually, you know what? Roll a charisma check.
7.
Okay. He goes, that explains the blood, but it doesn't really explain the people who got burned.
It's a pretty forceful pop.
Ever cauterized an injury?
He goes, well, I don't know. I don't know how to answer to that.
I don't know. It looks like everything's just covered in dried blood versus wet blood. Like,
well, yeah,
I feel like that's better.
Everything is covered in blood, but we have a few people who have paid for our tents, as well as a little bit of our protection and safety, that are currently burned by your blood explosion. Explain how the blood explosion burned people, and we can figure out what to do here.
Like I said, the pop is kind of explosive. Kind of tells you to get away from me. Or, oh, not me. I don't have those powers. It's a pretty exothermic pop.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you one more chance to roll charisma, but with disadvantage since you failed the first one. See what you get, and then I will make a move from there.
What's the shortcut for that?
You just roll it twice. Just roll 2d20.
2d20 d1.
That's it.
Or dh1.
Afterwards.
No, it's that.
Oh wow, that nat 20 would have been so nice, but sadly you end up with the 14.
I mean, better than a 7.
It is better than a 7, but it's not good enough. He goes, okay, so
Good enough for
you're
what?
saying, give me a minute. You're saying that the explosion of blood is what caused the actual burn damage. And now, see,
No.
I don't. What?
I
know what?
I just told him. I'm not saying
said-
the explosion of blood caused the burn damage.
That's what you just said. It was an exothermic explosion. That's what caused the damage.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Yeah. I can type this.
So, being super meta here, I have no fucking clue what you're trying to say.
Sorry, I thought he was saying that it was only the blood. I thought what he was saying, it was only the blood that caused the heat, the burns.
That's what I thought you were saying.
No. I was just saying the bubble popped aggressively and hotly.
That would be the explosion of blood. Okay, in my brain, what you're saying is that because the bubble popped, the people got burnt. You are not admitting to the fact that you used a skill that caused the explosion, which made the bubble pop. That's what my brain is thinking right now.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not saying that I'm not admitting to using a skill. But the fact that the blood is hot and can burn something is also a possibility. I'm just not saying that I intentionally burn people.
Okay. Well, then, either way, it still fits what I'm going with. So in order to prove that it was the popping of the blood vessel, the blood bubble that caused these burns, here's what we're going to do. Me and my group of friends here are going to escort you to a more deserted location. There, whichever one of you casts this blood skill, I'm guessing it's the guy covered in blood, is going to cast this skill on me. At the end of the skill, if it does not explode and cause burn damage, even slight burn damage, we're going to talk more about your story.
Deal to me. Or sounds fair to me.
Ben?
I mean, that's straight up profiling. To assume that I'm the one who was casting the blood thing, whatever. Fine, I'll follow you.
Wait, how do you type this thing in? It's 2d20 plus 5.
There's no space. DH1.
No space, he said.
Sorry,
That
continue.
still,
I mean,
it still didn't work.
I'm trying.
So they escort you off. There's a little area. This is cordoned off area, and once they get there, the big guy stands in the middle, and he goes, "Okay, whichever one of you," and he looks at Ben, casts the blood spell. That worked.
so the +5 goes after the DH1.
Whichever one of you casts that blood spell, please cast on me.
Okay.
I'm assuming you cast it.
And let's see. Yeah, I don't have any other good options. Bloodbath it is. Enjoy.
Okay. So he gets coated in blood, covered in blood. The blood bubble appears, and his group stands by him in a pretty decent radius. They're like not right next to him. They're 10-ish feet away, in a circle around him, similar to the area you were in when you blew up the tents.
I'm gonna duck. Like, I'm gonna hide behind someone
Okay. You do so.
so I don't get hurt by the explosion.
I crouch into a ball.
Okay. When your spell ends, it ends like normal due to the fact that Kromtek is not in the middle of it channeling his explosion spell. And the blood just kind of sloughs off. And the guy is standing there covered in blood from head to toe. And he feels a little better. You know, it's a healing spell. And he goes, oh, that felt nice. But there seems to be an extreme lack of any sort of explosion going on here. And he looks promptly at Kromtek curled in a ball and Ben hiding behind a knight as if it's about to explode.
I kind of peek through my fingers looking at him.
Okay. He's just staring at you, waiting for an explanation.
Oh, I thought he was going to keep talking.
Mm-mm.
But I stand
Thank
up.
goodness, that's how it normally goes. I was worried it had mutated somehow.
Roll charisma to see if you successfully bluff him.
Yikes.
Yeah, you're not the one to be speaking right now, but
Yeah,
you
I really
spoke,
should
so
shut up. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. That's awesome.
yeah, he looks at you and just fucking glares, daggers, like, really, dude? Really? Skills don't mutate. You know that. I know that. Any 6-year-old knows that.
Well, in my defense, I'm not 6.
He then looks to Kromtek because obviously the dude covered in blood is a bit of a dunce and goes, any explanations as to why the blood exploded off of you, causing burns to several people, and just kind of sloughed off me without any incident?
That's not the way it's ever happened when it's casted on me. Wait, who said that it exploded? I just thought it was a big pop.
Well, in all fairness, you wouldn't have seen the explosion, so I'll let that go. He goes, everybody saw the big old explosion of blood that covered the entire area around you. That wasn't just a pop.
Best guess I got for you is blood is hot, builds up pressure. It's a bubble. I mean, I'm a hot body. Like you, I'm hearing an echo.
Yeah, somebody's echoing.
I'm a hot body. You encapsulate, builds up pressure, and then that's the best I got for you.
Roll int against his.
Against something?
Against his int. Basically, you're trying to see if you outsmarted him.
I don't have a bonus to that one, do I? No, it's his. Oh,
Why'd you roll twice?
I don't know. I tried to type.
I'm gonna take the 9.
11.
Oh yeah, 11. And he looks at you and he's actually a little swayed, but not completely. And he goes, yeah, I can actually feel the fire mana around you. You do produce a lot of it. But from what I experienced inside of the orb of blood, versus what actually happened, the amount of fire mana you're producing, unless actually condensed willfully, would not have created such a large explosion. Though I will admit to not completely understanding how it would have affected you without you condensing your magic. I do not believe it would have been this big.
I apologize, sir. And with all due respect, if I'm not mistaken, you weren't there. How come you're talking like you were right there the entire time? We all saw you walk up literally after I was having a conversation with you two guards over there.
He's not saying he was there the entire time. He's saying he saw the explosion and he saw the people with burns on them. He's not saying he saw what happened. He's trying to figure out what happened.
Is that what he responds to me?
No, that's me responding to you because your question doesn't make any sense.
My question is what I'm saying.
He goes, I wasn't there. I'm trying to find out what happened so that I don't have to punish you. Either that, or I can just punish you because you're clearly hiding and lying something.
I I'm like, I don't like to be, I get scared and I go pop. Is that what you wanted to hear?
I could go about this one of two ways, and I'm trying to figure out which way I want to go about it, so give me a second.
Here, I'll show
You're
you.
trying to tell me you were having like a claustrophobic panic attack?
Here, I'll show you. I'll lift my hand up and I'll give you a chance to respond.
Well, hold on. You were
mid thought. That's why I didn't just want to spring the other part.
No, that's fine. I get it. Your self-ignite requires you to be triggered.
I'm not
Which means you...
self-igniting.
I know. I'm
Okay.
just thinking out loud here. That requires you to be triggered. But
all that meta-wise,
can't...
he would not know.
No, I'm thinking... I know he wouldn't know, but I'm thinking of ways to test the veracity of your statement without just letting you explode. Because you have failed all of your checks. The only thing is you were close to succeeding with your int check, but you didn't fully succeed. So he doesn't trust you. So I'm trying to put in my brain
You don't have to explain
way
yourself.
to do
You're
this.
the DM.
I'm explaining myself to help myself think.
Oh, okay. That makes
chill.
sense. That makes sense. I thought you were explaining to me. I'm like, you don't have to explain to me. I just question what you do. That's it.
Before you do the here, let's...
I'm not doing that.
I'll show you.
I was giving you... I was just making you panic.
Okay. Okay. So what he does is he draws his blade. And before you know it, you've got a blade to your neck. And he goes, so you got scared, huh? You got scared and you popped, huh? And he actually like pushes the blade on your neck. And he doesn't actually do any damage, but you do feel the tightness of the metal against your neck. Are you scared now?
No. And I'm just I looked at the blade, I look at him, I'm like, no.
Okay, before you say no, we are actually going to make a roll to see if he can intimidate you. Roll charisma.
God, please, and all things holy.
Why did you roll 2 again?
I didn't.
Oh, no, that's the first one, sorry.
Okay.
You fail. You're scared.
Okay.
He rolled a 21 to your 10. So the...
Don't I get a base of 10 to add to it?
No. He...
Alright, frightened.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a way to word this.
Fine. So if I'm frightened, then I'm like, baby? Yeah?
Yeah, he kind of like, he goes, well, then why haven't you popped?
Because I'm looking at the threat.
I don't know what that means.
I can see the threat right now. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So he goes, so you being able to see my blade against your neck only scares you enough to stutter, but you being encapsulated by your companion's skill scares you so much that you pop, as you worded it.
Well, you see, you were prepared for when he did it to you. He doesn't warn me.
Um.
And,
Okay, so
and being in a tight bubble like that, I panic.
at this point,
I pick
I'm
someone at random and blood bubble them to help prove his point.
I was just gonna say, Ben, at this point, you can choose to help Kromtek or clear your own name. Um, the guard drops his sword when he sees the blood bubble pop up around a random dude, and he looks at Ben and he goes, "Do you just go around randomly encapsulating people in blood?" Then he kind of backs off of Kromtek and takes his stance away.
If I think it'll be funny.
So, and he does exactly what I'm doing right now, rubbing his eyes and his forehead. And he goes, you thought it would be funny to encapsulate your fire manipulating friends in a blood bubble in the middle of town, which he then proceeded to lie through his teeth about what happened until I put my sword to his neck. All for kicks.
Well, two things. First of all, I didn't know he was gonna get all scared. And secondly, I didn't know he was gonna do that when he got all scared.
Uh, meanwhile, after he pulls the blade, I like collapse onto my butt.
Okay.
Not like
That works.
like fetal. I'm just like
No, I know what you mean. You kind of fall on your ass cheeks.
taking a breather.
Mm-hmm.
And now that, you know, Rando over there has been deep blood covered,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he was a little weirded out.
Yeah, he is. He's a little panicked, like he just randomly got covered in blood. But at the same point, he also feels the refreshment of bloodbath. Are you minusing HP for each one of these uses, by the way?
I mean, we were starting fresh, and I had, what, 220, so I'm down to 190.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Um,
I mean, you do get
the guard looks at you and goes, "I hate both of you. Please give me a 5 gold for the fee for healing the people you two idiots burned. I'm going back to my post." And he kind of walks up to Ben and holds out his hand, like, gimme, gimme.
Understandable. Have a nice day. I hand him 5 gold.
And they walk away. And they leave you there. They just walk away. And the guard, the one who held his blade to Kromtek's neck, he kind of like flips you back 1 gold coin and goes, you know, that was still more entertainment than I've had in 2 months. I'll drop it down to 4 gold. And then he walks away.
And as soon as they're out of earshot, it's like, so yeah, that's not gonna work.
No, it's not.
That
Here's 2 gold, by the way.
appreciate it.
That's a bummer. It had high hopes for that one.
Okay.
I get up and dust myself off, and I suppose
So
I start walking to the tent, and he walks to wherever he was headed to.
So Drusilla, to just kind of include you in everything that happened. So basically, as you were walking back to the tent, you saw the guards escort them out. Obviously, people were watching what happened, and you were amongst the crowd. You also know full on that Kromtek and Ben have done this before because you were in the room the last time they did a blood bubble explosion in his bedroom back in Slurg. So react however you wish. I won't tell you what your character does.
That probably the guard walking past everybody with the blood covering him, right?
Mm-hmm.
God, no. Please don't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all the fuss was you guys, wasn't it?
I think he's talking to you two.
Yeah, I am.
I kind of turn and just shrug.
You know,
I mean, we're already being dragged away. Like, no point in continuing until we get there.
I don't want to talk about it.
2 and 2 together, like the guard was covered in blood. I'm just like,
No, the guard wasn't covered in blood yet.
No, this is afterwards.
Oh,
After the guard's leaving. No, afterwards.
I thought she passed us as we were headed to on this side.
Mm-mm.
Gotcha.
Sorry if I misexplained that.
No, trial's over.
Mm-hmm.
say you're sorry.
Did I say I'm sorry?
I say it to you guys, like whatever you guys did. You don't need to drag it out. These guards are kind of pushovers. They'll just charge you a fee.
What are you talking about?
Nothing, I guess. I don't know what happened. Just assuming.
Nothing happened. At this point.
Look, there's 100 reasons someone could be covered head to toe in blood.
Okay.
So why everyone just assumes I'm involved?
75 are because of him.
Roll a charisma check, Ben. I want to see if this actually takes or not.
I think we know the answer to that. Yeah.
It does not. Drusilla, you clearly know that Ben's acting ignorant because he's getting persecuted, but it was totally his fault.
I'll let you guys have it. Whoa, what could have happened? I don't know. You guys are entirely innocent. Next time, just make it easy on yourselves. If anything hypothetically happened.
Oh, I'm not innocent. Oh.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm not guilty.
Okay.
Who's echoing, by the way?
Johnny.
I don't know what I'm doing.
It just might be your speakers are too loud or something. It's being weird.
Say, anyways, I don't care what happened. I really don't. But when you guys are ready, I'm ready to head back into that dungeon.
I'll be ready. I think Ben had something he was planning, or he was doing, and I interrupted him as he was going there, and then the guards interrupted us, and then. Whoa.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking for a breakfast place around here. Although I don't think I'm gonna be as popular as I was.
Oh, yeah, back in your Coliseum days. Yeah, I bet not.
Oh no, I mean as popular as I was 10 minutes ago.
Oh.
I think the vibe's gonna be a little off.
Oh, so something did happen.
Well, yes, obviously something happened. The guards showed up.
Things happen all the time.
Yeah.
Events constantly transpiring.
They have nothing to do with you being less popular than you were 10 minutes ago.
You know, it's just prejudice. People see blood and they just assume it's the blood guy. And honestly, that's hurtful.
I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it. I'm not doing this.
I'm headed back to the tent. While they do that, I need to use the bathroom.
Okay.
Yes, people do be judgy, don't they?
They really do. So yeah, I'm gonna look for a place that's selling food, see if I can get some breakfast.
Yeah. There's a couple places that couple places that are like vendors They're like in the aisleways between the tents and shit like that.
Yeah, I'll go to the one furthest away from the blood crater and see what they have to offer.
It's basic adventure fare. This is an elemental dungeon, so you're not really finding much wild game. They only get what they get from hunting and what's in the caves. So it says mystery meat. I know some skewers.
So no like fabulous street tacos, no
No.
fluff that just like, okay, well, this is kind of a bummer. Maybe I've gotten soft all those years in the Coliseum.
You were spoiled.
I'll eat the mystery meat.
Okay. It's 5 silver for 1 skewer.
I'll take 3.
Okay. You
What's
and the
the
guy.
exchange rate?
It's 100 to 1.
Oh, okay.
So you hand the guy 15 silver.
Well, I hand him a gold. I don't have any silver.
He looked at you and goes, "I can't break a gold piece. What do I look like, an adventurer? I'm selling fucking mystery meat in a tent camp."
Oh wait, can I interject? I did tag along with Ben, right?
Yeah, sure.
I try to roll knowledge monster on the mystery meat.
Go for it. Make the roll.
Seven.
You don't know what it is.
That is some mysterious meat, Ben. You sure about this?
That just means it's living up to the name.
True enough.
I don't know. How much change do you have?
I can give you back 35 silver.
Oh, that's gonna be a shitload of skewers.
But that'll
Priscilla,
clean
you
my
hungry?
bank.
You hungry, Drusilla?
Sure, but I'll eat after you've had a bite. You know, I just want to hear a review from a customer.
Alright, we'll make it 6 skewers and... Yeah.
I'm just remembering last time I had some of the street tacos or whatever the specialty was.
The guy just kind of shrugs at you and goes, "Okay," and gives you the 35 silver, takes you a gold piece, gives you 6 skewers of mystery meat.
Alright, I start eating.
Unless you actually want to make a perception check to see what you're eating, it's just meat.
Yeah, I'll ask if there's any hot sauce, but other than that, I'm just after the ass whooping from yesterday, I imagine I could eat whatever.
He points at the condiments counter, and you got your basics. What looks like ketchup and mustard, and possibly some soy sauce. It's black and liquidy. You're not entirely sure if it's actually soy sauce. What says hot on it?
Sure, try some of that.
Perfect.
Roll a strength check.
18.
It tastes good. It's a little spicy. Burns the back of the palate. But other than that, it's good.
Righteous.
How is it?
It's pretty good. It's some good stuff. You should try it.
Sold. I'll have some of that mystery meat.
Handy 3 skewers.
I eat one, plain, no sauce added. I roll monster, knowledge monster once more, using my pen.
Well,
Huh?
roll strength as well.
Isn't this what happened last time?
Yep.
I'll roll strength first.
Okay.
Imagine I That's that.
I'm pretty
before.
sure I made him shit for like an hour.
Yeah.
That was a nice way of putting it.
19.
It tastes good. Roll your knowledge monster.
16.
You can tell it's a strange mixture of rat and earthworm.
Huh.
You don't know the exact ratio of what to what, but yeah, it's a weird mixture of rat and earthworm.
Huh. Ben, I think it's a good thing that this is advertised as mystery meat. I continue to chew and swallow and just consume the meat.
It's good. It tastes okay. Got grill marks.
I've had worse things when I was living with goblins.
Probably.
You have a point there, yeah.
Okay. At this point, what do you guys want to do?
I mean, we are healed, right? This is
Yeah.
after our rest.
Yeah, after a long rest. Everybody except for Ben. Ben's taking some damage due to his casting.
So, I know nothing happened back there, but do you guys want to go in for round 2 or rest for a little bit longer? And I say nothing with quotation marks.
I'm waiting for you to get back to the tent where I told
Yeah,
you before I
Krom-
left that I was ready to jump in after you guys got back.
Yeah, Kromtek's at the tent.
Oh. Oh, right. Kromtek's not with us.
Mm-mm.
Ben, so you ready to head into the dungeon?
Yeah, I suppose I could.
Well, round 2.
Real quick, well, if I get back to the tent, would you say I have
Mhm.
like 5 minutes of free time before they got back?
Oh, plenty since they're eating mystery meat.
I did want to try something. I wanted to
Mhm.
like, is there like a candle nearby? Or something?
I haven't specifically said yes or no, but a candle would be pretty basic, so I'd assume you would have one.
I want to go and see if I can like transfer the flame from the candle to my hand, or like, and back and forth. Just trying to be like more of working precision versus just flat out.
It would just be flame manipulation. No actual skill check besides flame manipulation, which would add your casting modifier, which I believe for you is charisma.
So I do get my charisma.
On any hit rolls, yes. I wrote it down in the elemental guide.
Well, I mean that's what I roll for anything. 19.
Okay, so you pull on the fire, but at the same point, the fire doesn't actually leave the candle. You're kind of pulling the energy of the fire, and it's helping your mana circulate and create a fire in your hand, but it's not your normal magic fire. It has a different sensation, almost like a mix of your magic and natural fire. But the fire on the candle is still lit. It hasn't gone out or moved.
Weird. Kind of applies it a little bit, push it out, and I just sit there and do that the whole time.
So as you play with it, you can kind of begin to tell a little bit of the difference between the natural essence of fire and the mana fire that you're producing. I hate whoever's echoing. So like you're beginning to understand the difference between the two, between natural fire and magical fire, and the flame spirit inside of you is actually kind of reacting to it as well. You're getting a sense of warmth from the spirit as you touch on the essence of natural fire instead of just your created stuff.
Can I perceive it if it's like happy? Or
More like content. Like it's not happy because
But it's
it's
not
nowhere near
angry.
enough fire, but it's not angry. It's more
Okay.
content because you're playing with real fire.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, is it happy or is it angry? Like, can I tell which direction it's going? Okay.
These chips are really good.
That's all I was gonna do while I'm waiting for them.
Okay. So you guys get back to the tent. You see Kromtek playing with the fire. Drusilla, make a magic check. You have that skill, don't you?
Detect magic or knowledge magic? Let me check real quick. I'm pretty sure I do.
I think you do. Knowledge magic.
Knowledge magic. I have it, and it is level 1.
It's level 0.
It's got 1 use.
Yeah. Well, use it again. Use it now.
I can't believe I've only used that skill once.
Yeah, I can't either. You're a mage. Be more magey.
9. No mods.
You can't really tell what he's doing. You just see him playing with magic.
Seriously. Isn't that like an innate like skill check though that just takes a stat as a modifier?
Once you actually have a level in it, sure. Level 0,
Oh.
no.
Alright.
That's why I was willing to give you the int modifier on knowledge monster, because you actually hit a level. You weren't level 0 anymore.
Okay, well I'll tack a use onto this and I guess I'll try to work up to getting 1 level.
Okay. So you guys get to the tent and you see Kromtek playing with more fire. Ben, I'm not gonna tell you how your character feels, but you just, got fined 5 gold for him playing with fire.
No, he got fined 2 gold.
Well, yeah, because you gave him 2 back, but
Well, I mean, yeah, but this is like candle flame. Like,
Mhm.
how's that gonna get out of hand?
He'd be more concerned if the tent was on fire.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I was leaning to. Like
There's
the
no
chance
spider
that you're gonna
web.
light the tent on fire.
If he does, I'll just cover it in blood, because apparently I'm the cover everything in blood guy.
You really are, though.
When I see them walk up, I'm like, I'm ready for when you guys are.
Well, I'm feeling pretty good. Got a full belly. And I'm ready to go, even though this whole place rubs me the wrong way because magic like this shouldn't be possible. I'm pretty sure we're gonna figure out what's making this whole place tick if we just dig a little bit deeper in that dungeon.
I actually really like this dynamic because it's like the classic D&D wizard versus sorcerer. Drusilla is really arcane knowledge magic, and Kromtek is more feel blow shit up magic.
I didn't think of it that way. That makes sense.
Okay, I was gonna respond to like, wait, are you talking about like this dungeon or like how it's possible? Like it's just operated by magic.
Oh, just operated by magic? Somebody had to cast a spell to make this place reset, or keep the monsters from venturing outwards, or to keep the monsters resetting, or to keep the loot resetting.
Yeah,
Maybe some annihilation spell.
It's a lot of magic entwined, and it's just kind of running its own thing. You know, whatever is at the bottom of this dungeon is one incredibly powerful being that continues to funnel mana into this dungeon. You take out that person or entity, the entire thing collapses.
In theory, I'm kind of hoping you're right. That would put a lot of questions to rest. Counter theory, whoever cast this spell might be long gone.
Oh, I hold up my book. I'm like, I'm guaranteeing they're long gone.
How?
Because the person who wrote this book is long gone.
Do you know who wrote it?
I honestly don't know. Did we ever discuss who wrote the book?
Yes. It's the journal of the person who I want to say it's the journal of the person who stowed away the spirits, or something like that. Or I'm following the path that he went beforehand, like that he took.
If I remember correctly, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, he only actually managed to get the flame elemental stowed in the crown, which you now wear. He didn't actually get any of the other elementals. It was his goal to unite all four. I don't think he actually achieved it.
Oh yeah, no, he's well. Me getting the fire spirit and this book, I found this book afterwards. They're not related.
Oh, okay.
Like he
Okay.
was in the book. It tells, like, apparently it's supposed to be the last one, but it was going. One of the sections is how to obtain the fire spirit.
You're
Okay.
right. We did discuss that.
So
Yeah.
so then instead of that, when I say, I'm like, well, I'm following the path that he went on, and he's no longer around. So
Mm. So this mystery guy, thinking, think you might get to know a bit more about him the further we go down this dungeon. Or girl. We don't know who wrote that.
don't even know if they're the ones behind this. I assume they are, but I'm just choosing to follow the path that they went on. Since
Very well.
I have one spirit.
Either way, I think we're all agreed to head down that place. Get to the bottom of all this.
Well, you ready?
Now at this point, I'm assuming I know Drusilla read it. I know she gave it to Kromtek. You said you were going to read it that night, and then you gave it to Ben. So at least Drusilla and Kromtek should remember the notebook, which also stated the fact that they can hire mercenaries, either a healer or a fighter.
I don't think I got that far because I was going to read it overnight, and then Drusilla was talking about it, so I kind of skimmed it in front of her at that point.
Drusilla might have remembered, but you're giving me too much credit.
That's why I'm saying it out loud right now.
What's the verbiage of the note?
I don't remember. I spoke out of my ass. It just told you can hire a fighter who will take you up to floor 5, or a healer that you pay by the floor. The healer can't guarantee to save your life, but they will do the best they can, and if their life is ever in danger, they will run for the exit. The fighter will guarantee that they take you to floor 5.
Oh, pay to win action, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Did it list prices?
Nope, because I didn't have any. And I still kind of don't.
I'm pretty sure you kind of have to go up, like, it's kind of like not just one flat fee that a company's charge. It's like you pick your person that you want, and then they have their own fee. That's my assumption.
Yeah, if you want to make it more difficult for me, I'm good with it.
Okay. Actually,
I'm just, like I said, I'm just reminding you guys of that feat. You don't actually have to use it if you don't want to.
giving this some extra thought, Kromtek. Maybe we could use a healer. Huh? What do you think?
Why are you only asking Kromtek? Why not ask Ben?
I thought Ben was somewhere else. Is Ben in the tent with us?
He's with you.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Guys, what do you think? Healer. Eh? Eh?
I mean, couldn't hurt.
How much are they?
We could do a little window shopping, get to the bottom of it, figure it out.
I feel like we can make it through the first level without a healer.
Yeah, but how many levels do we have to get through?
Before we teleport out?
No, before we get to the end.
Yeah.
Meta, how many do we have to get through?
Not telling.
Pretty sure it's been stated that it's like 5.
No.
Nope.
9.
No, five is the first like PvP area.
Yep.
10?
Right on the money. The highest anybody has gotten is the guard at the teleport, and he has gotten a 13. And that's just
Okay.
the highest anybody has gotten, and that's the only information you know. After that, it's up in the air.
Okay, you guys seem confident. You guys seem real confident.
Well, okay, Drusilla. Are you planning on doing all 10 levels right now?
No.
What's the problem with us going through, wipe out the first level, come back, rest, go back? If I remember correctly, it only matters on going back in if we want to stay on the same floor. Like, if we can teleport to floor 2, it doesn't matter what's on floor 1. Unless we have to go through
Yes.
floor 1 to get to floor 2.
Yes and no. It's stated that once you clear a floor, you don't have to redo the floor. It's not stated how you go to the next floor. I haven't stated that. It's not stated in the notebook. It is also stated that monsters respawn, but the random loot does not. So, like the
Yeah,
loot
that's
you
what I'm
found
going
in the
off of.
hay bales, the treasure chests, those don't respawn. Only the critters.
Yeah, I remember that. But my point is, like, there is the timer thing where, like,
Mhm.
6 hours to get out and back in if you want to continue the floor. But if you just finish the floor, you can teleport back to here and you don't have to re-clear the floor. You can, or
Yep.
whatever. Like, I'm assuming that we just teleport directly to floor 2.
Okay. Yep.
You don't need
Yep.
a healer.
You're correct.
I was just feeling out the vibe, Kromtek.
That's why if we're only doing the one floor, I say I don't think we need a healer.
Fine
But
enough.
if you want to do 3 to 5 at one hit, we might need a healer.
See how we feel after this delve.
I mean, I could just, yeah, I could use a little grinding action. You know, build up some skills. What about you, Ben? Thoughts on this?
I mean, I'm itching for a rematch.
Okay. So to be a little meta, and this is just for my own clarification, are you guys planning on? I've already reset everything, so it's not for that. But are you guys planning on clearing the whole floor or going straight to the boss fight? If you're gonna do the whole floor, then I suggest we wait until our next playtime, which will be end of August, I believe. If you're going just for the boss fight, we can try it tonight and see how you guys do.
I mean, you guys want to grind, right? Seems like a whole floor might be a good chance for that.
I mean, it already reset, so I was planning on doing the whole floor. But I can light
And also,
entire hallways on fire, so apparently.
to be meta, as stated, the treasures and anything you guys have already fought. So this room, I know you can't see it, but you can see my ping, hopefully. This room, this hallway, this
Hang on, I have
room.
to zoom out. Okay.
Okay. This room, this room, this hallway, this room, and this room. There will be no treasures. But the boss room and the entire upper floor, this part, you guys did not actually clear. So there are still treasures in that area.
Yeah, there's no
And
like,
also
there's no generated treasures. There's just monster drops.
in these areas, yes. In the bottom
Meta,
area.
Yeah.
Other meta question. Do we have to refill out the fog of war?
Yes. Because I reposition monsters, and you in general know the layout, and if you ever have a question about the layout you have done, I will answer it honestly. But when the floor repopulates, the fog of war goes back because there's new critters.
Like the walls are all the same there, but the
Mhm.
monsters got shuffled around. Or assume possibly, maybe not. Maybe he's just messing with us. It's just the floor is regenerated with the same prompt.
Yep. So yeah, also as a reminder, you did find the note in this room here.
Yep.
That stated up is dangerous, but full of treasure. Right, which you already know is boss.
Well, it said to continue on.
Yeah.
Didn't necessarily state boss.
Well, you know boss because you already fought
Yeah.
the Earth Elemental and ran.
Oh, yeah, I was saying that's what the note said.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, as far as the whole treasure thing goes, like, there was a handful of coins and, like, some finger bones and rocks.
You actually did find some gems and some gold as well.
That's
It's on Kromtek's page, and that was mostly from the treasure chests, like the short sword, the serpent's venom, the drow poison, the gold,
Well, I
the
put the
gems.
gems and the gold in our treasure chest that we're storing stuff in.
Still
Well,
have
that,
some
that's
exploding
also the stuff you found in the treasure chest, because you did find 2 chests.
Yeah,
Uh,
but like I'm not bringing that back in with us.
But
no, I was using this reference.
I feel like the experience has been more valuable
Same.
For the first floor, yeah.
getting those skills leveled up.
So then the general consensus is go back to the dungeon, actually clear first floor at least as much as you can. So at that point, I will say that it is a night and call it a wrap for tonight.
Oh, we can't do like I know the first hallway I'm going down.
I want to save it all for when we run because I don't have any of the monster sheets opened up except for the elementals for the boss room. And I really don't want to dig through my history right now. Who went boop boop?
I dropped my phone.
So your whole computer went boop boop?
No, my phone got unplugged from its charger.
Oh. Yeah, it's right
Is the charger your computer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I think we'll call it for tonight. You're
Cool.
the first 3 weeks of August you can't do, correct, Bork?
Fridays or Saturdays.
First. What about Thursdays?
I'm good Thursdays. But
Um,
Thursdays are usually not an issue for me.
they're more an issue for me, which is what I was about to get to. If I am available and I don't have overtime, I will let you guys know by Wednesday night at the latest if I can do Thursday or not. If we do Thursdays, it might be multiple smaller sections to do the floor.
Yeah, you said do.
I did. God, I hate that echo.
Yeah, we gotta get Donnie a headset.
Yeah, we do.
Why are you guys all just assuming it's me?
Because we
It's
can
always
see
you.
your.
Every time it happens, the little green outline around you lights up.
I'm not even on Discord. Those guys
Discord's
are calling you
snitching
on that
on
one.
you, dog.
And
I don't know what to
It's
tell
not
you.
just the fact that it's an echo. It's like an echo down a long, wide tunnel. So it's like. Like it's you hear that overlap with the first thing. Like it's just
And my headset's cheap, so only one earphone works.
no, that's your own
So I'm
damage.
just hearing that in one ear all night.
I ain't hearing anything weird on my end.
That's because you're the one doing it.
Yeah, you're the echo. You're not gonna hear it. Anyway, what I was saying is if we do Thursdays, yes, I said do again. It'll be smaller sessions and it'll probably take the entire 3 weeks to clear the first floor
That's
because I
fine.
can only do about an hour on a Thursday.
Yeah, we
That
can
works for me
do like
because
a.
I gotta be out by like 7:30 on Thursdays anyway.
Yeah, I go to bed at 8.
We can do like a room, like a night, and then save the
Mhm.
boss for afterwards. So we can do a boss recover and then get back right in for
That's not a
this
bad idea.
before September, and then I'm gone for another 2 weeks.
I think I'm actually gone the last weekend in August myself as well, so it would have to be Thursdays all of August.
I mean, I'm not entirely complaining.
Is what it is. So for closers, it's nice having you guys enjoy our show and enjoy our shenanigans. It was a pretty good session, decent amount of role play, and I think we got some stuff all figured out. Bork,
I really wanted to
After-
go pop in his face.
I expected you to self-ignite when you actually hit fear, but you didn't claim you did so is what it is.
He didn't trigger me enough.
Okay. You do have a level up in a skill. So after we're done recording, me and you should talk about that. It is your two-handed casting skill. I don't know if you have plans for it or if you just want to go with a basic level up.
It depends on what you're willing to give me.
Depends on what you're willing to spend.
Depends on what you're willing to give me.
So we'll go from there. Otherwise, again, I appreciate all who come and listen to us, and I hope you guys join us, hopefully on Thursdays, if my work doesn't kill me too much. Anybody else got anything to say to the viewers?
It's gonna be a bumpy ride, that's for damn sure.
The real treasure is the skills we grinded along the way.
Emphasis on the grinding the fodder.
Yeah. Mexi, whoever belched.
Thank you.
Don't judge a book by its bloody cover. Although sometimes, I guess you should, apparently.
Even though the book changes its mind mid-page.
That's like me going to somebody and going, "What, just because I'm fat, you think I'm overweight?"
Yeah. Yeah,
Always blaming the blood guy for all the blood around. It's just rude, you know?
You think just because I punched that guy in the face, I'm the reason his nose is broken?
No, his nose just did that.
He got blood on my hand.
Oh, shit.
Yes, both parties are equally at fault.
All right, I think it's a good time to call it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
See y'all next Thursday, podcast land.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah, Thursday. See y'all.
See you.